there is a pull request on the Darktable's GitHub to bring a Lua script API to the AI subsystem. This pull request was made by the same guy who made all the AI features we will probably have in Darktable 5.6. And I believe he's watching the channel, because if you go down, right there, he's saying, I've seen many people try to bring AI feature to Darktable using Lua script, calling external Python inference. So that's us. So what he has done in this pull request is that we can now load ONNX model using Lua script. So today we will test this pull request just for fun. So if that sounds good for you, let's go. We will test the API using this model. Maybe you remember about a year ago, I made something called the AI Toolbox. That was my first plugin and I made many mistakes. So the first mistake I did is that I tried to do too many things inside one plugin. But there is one tool in that plugin that I like, and it's the top pick tool. So if you remember, so the top pick, you just select a few pictures that look the same, and then the AI model will decide which pictures look the best depending on the criteria you choose, like sharpness, composition, and stuff like that. But now I think we can do something much better. So instead of using Olama in the background, we will use something much lighter, which is this model called Aesthetic Predictor version 2.5. This is just a test. I'm not sure if it works. But the way it's supposed to work is that you feed it an image and then it will give you a score. So if the picture look fine, then the score will be high. If the picture is blurry or messy, then the score will be very low. So what we will do is, instead of running it using Python like we usually do, we will run the ONNX model. So on the Hugging Face, I found this model, so it has already been exported in the ONNX format. So we will be able to use it and run it with Darktable using the Lua API from this pull request. So I have already compiled Darktable. Now it's time to run it. Okay, so it's working. So let me double check. If we go to the AI, we see we have AI enabled, we have SAM2. Now we need to add our model. Okay, so the model was downloaded. What I've done is I put it inside the Darktable model folder. So as you can see, the model is right there. So I rename it as model.onnx. And I've also created a config.json so Darktable know what to look for. So if we look at the JSON file, you see I name it Aesthetic Predictor with the description and all that stuff. So now we should be able to run this model using Darktable. But to do so, we will need a Lua script. Right now, I'm inside the Darktable Lua folder and I put my script right there. So if we look at it, so in the Lua script, you see we load our model. So that's the model we just downloaded, rename as model.onnx and put in the Darktable model folder. What will happen is you will have to select at least 2 images and press a button. So when you press the button, it will load the model. So your images will be fed to the AI and then it will score them. And then it will monitor for the best score. And once all your images have been scored, it will just reject everything except for the winner. And that's it. Now it's time for testing. Now we are inside Darktable. Let's say we have all these pictures and they look almost the same. So we want to use the top pick tool just to select which is the best picture and then edit it. So I will enable my script. So I select them all and I click on generate. And it doesn't look like if it's working. Ah, I know what's wrong. I didn't enable my plugin from there. Okay, I made a mistake. I think I fixed it. So if I go back to AI, that's good. So we have all our models there. So the one I'm interested in is the Aesthetic Predictor. So I will enable it. So now if I select my images and I click on generate, then it will just score them one by one. Yeah, I can hear my CPU. So this is a good sign. Okay, and we see in the log, we have the scores, which is good. That's it. This was the best one. And I'm curious, I will just check with all these pictures. Okay, it's done. Okay, I'm not sure I agree with the AI, but anyways, it does work. But the point I'm trying to make with this video is that with the Lua API, sky's the limit. Now we will be able to run ONNX model straight from Darktable, and we won't need any Python or anything like that. So it will be much easier. So that's it for me. See you next time.